What happens to warships when they're no longer needed? Where do they go when they've reached the end of their service lives? Here, at the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, near Bremerton, Washington, we can find some answers. This striking aerial photo from 2012 reveals 4 massive decommissioned carriers. Their armor-plated steel, flight decks, and superstructures sat here exposed to the elements for years. The USS Independence, Kitty Hawk, Constellation, and Ranger all sat next to each other in retirement. Leaving Bremerton, Washington, we now fly all the way across country to the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. A number of ships in reserve status can be seen here. They are kept here for potential future reactivation. They're what the Navy refers to as retention assets, kept for a period of time in case they may be needed in a time of war. The Navy has a long history of storing a reserve fleet over the years. For many decades, ships were towed up river basins and grouped in protected moorings to keep them out of the path of coastal storms. Historic photos of these moorings give a hint as to just how vast the fleet was in earlier eras. Often on social media or in comment threads, you'll see people ask the question, why have so many of the Navy's ships been made inactive? Blame the evolution of modern warfare, changes in technology, and cold hard budget realities. But first, a little history. Today, the United States Navy has a battle force of around 293 fighting ships. At the height of World War II, that number was a staggering 6,000, including about 2,000 amphibious landing ships. After the war, a dramatic drawdown was clearly necessary. By 1950, the active force was down to about 600. It was intended that some ships could later be recommissioned, particularly in an emergency, and on short notice. Some warships were sold to other navies around the world, often allied nations that could not afford to build their own.